Okay, before you get started on your reading strategy assessment, the first thing you have to do is make a copy of the template. You don't want to start typing directly onto this template because this template is accessible by all of your classmates and it could potentially get changed or even deleted if someone accidentally does that. So the first thing you're going to do, click File and click Make a Copy. I want you to name this file your first name, last initial, reading strategy assessment. And when you look right here where it says folder where it's going to copy the document to, it should copy it to My Drive, which will be your Google Drive. Click OK. When you click OK, you should end up with a copy of this assessment. If you look here, it should say your first name, last initial, reading strategy assessment. If you accidentally hit OK and it says copy of reading strategy assessment up here, don't panic. Click up here in this box where it says rename, highlight the words copy of, and again, just type your first name, last initial, and then when you click outside of that box, it should have renamed it. Once you have that done, you're ready to start working on your document. The first thing you're going to do is to put your book title in here. The title of the book that I used was The Girl and the Bicycle. So I'm going to put my book title in here, and I'm double clicking inside this box. I'm going to highlight the book title, the words book title, because I don't want to leave that there. And then I can just start typing and it'll automatically delete that. The Girl and the Bicycle is the name of my book. Now, it's a book title. Since it's a book title, it needs to be written in italics or it needs to be underlined, one or the other. I don't care which you do. I personally prefer italics, but if you want to underline it, that's okay too. If you highlight, so you're going to click in front of the words and drag across all of the words that you want highlighted. And then go up here, see the U with the line underneath it. When you toggle over that, it tells you what that's for, and that's to underline. If you click on it, it'll underline your book title. But let's say you change your mind and you think, no, I really don't want it underlined. I want to italicize it. So if you highlight it again and click the underline again, it'll undo what you've just done. And let's say you decide, nope, I want to write it in italics because that's what Mrs. Railing likes. So highlight it again, click on that, and now it's in italics. The name here, this is your name. This is not your author. This is your name. The author's name will go on the next page. So I'm going to put my name here. And click. Now, to get from slide to slide, because you probably won't do these slides in the order that they're done, you can click on any slide over here on the left, and it'll take you to that slide. To enter the information, all you're going to do is click inside these text boxes and start typing. Again, the title of my book is The Girl and the Bicycle. My author is Mark, capitalize his name because he is a proper noun, Mark Pett. So as you're typing, let's say I've got all my information in there and I've got my box highlighted, and I hit backspace because I misspelled something. My box just disappeared. No need to panic. We have a couple buttons up here that are going to help you with this. This is an undo button. If I click on this button, this little arrow that's swooping backwards, it's kind of like Superman. It saves the day. It puts everything that you it undoes the last thing that you did. But let's say I get excited and I start clicking. You can also go to this one that goes the other direction. It redoes what you just did. So it is a redo button. And you think, oh wait, I wanted that information there. Whoops, not that. I wanted that. It'll redo what you've just done. So no need to panic if you accidentally delete something that you need. But remember, it's not magic. It won't undo something that you did 2 days ago that you decide you want to change. It's only going to work in the moment. You're going to put your summary here. And you have text boxes to write in. Another thing I wanted to show you really quickly is in the predictions, you have to make 2 predictions. Make sure you look at your rubric so you know how many of each one of these strategies you need to show me. But double click in here. I put a period in this because in some of these I wanted to make sure you could see that the text box is there. Obviously you need to get rid of the period, but you might want to use bullets or use numbers with some of your strategies. If you want to use numbers, here's a numbered list here. So if you push on this button, it'll give you numbers. So one of my predictions I made was, I predict that the girl wants to buy the bike because she always stops and stares in the store window at the bike, period. When I hit return, it's going to automatically give me my second number. If you would rather use bullets instead, you can click on this and it'll just give you bullets rather than numbers. If you don't want to use either one, if you would rather do something else, this is your presentation, so you can do it however you like. The last thing I'm going to show you is on the characters. Because of the main characters of some of your books only have 2 main characters. Some of them only have 1. None of them have more than 4. So you don't need to add an additional slide, but you may need to get rid of some of these characters. So highlight by clicking on the box. If you decide that you don't want to use this character, highlight the box, hit delete or backspace, and it gets rid of him. Again, the undo button if you make a mistake. Let's say that you decide that your book only has 2 main characters and they're both girls, so you want to get rid of the boys. Oops. And you do the same thing with the text boxes. You click on the box and then hit delete. If you click inside the box and hit delete, it's just going to move your cursor around. So make sure that you're clicking on the edges and then hit delete. When you click on this picture, when you get that little arrow that shows arrows pointing in all 4 directions, if you click on it, and you can move that around. So I can move my text boxes because I decided I want to use the 2 girls, but I don't want to leave a big gap in there. These can be moved around, but you can't move it until you see those little, the 4 arrows. Now, some of you said that you wanted to use actual pictures from your book instead of using these generic pictures. You can do that too. You can click on insert and then you can insert an image. This is going to look a little different. When you click on your albums, it'll take you directly to your iPad photo album and you can upload directly from there. It's a little different on my computer. If you need help, come see me.